The video tutorials of activities in the TPA is where we're headed now. I've got to say, when I first started working in Moodle, I just really enjoyed going through the activities, and they are really cool, and I know the students probably love them too. So this is the directions: explore the activities, document your findings, publish a video. So we are going to go to Teacher Practice Area, just as we did earlier when we talked about the various resources. Now here are many of the activities. I'm not exactly sure this is all of them, but if I was to turn the editing on, then I could go down here as I did before when I added the resources at the very bottom, because this is really big. Add an activity or resource. Then I would get the list of completely everything that is offered in this particular Moodle course. Now, there's a lot. See, there's the resources. Those are the things that you're going to add information to or develop media for. But pretty much all of these are self-contained, things that students can do in groups. For instance, the Zoom meeting. That's a pretty cool deal where you can just call someone up and talk to them. And if your kids had or adults had an idea of something they wanted to do, they could even do an interview through Zoom. They could ask someone that they are respectful, they respect, and ask them how they would do that, if they would interview with them. The workshop activity enables the collection, review, and peer assessment of student work. Students can submit any digital content, tiles, such as word processed documents or sheets. Okay, so this whole thing is a multimedia long-term project. So, students obtain 2 grades in the workshop, a grade for their submission and a grade for their assessment of their peers' submissions. Both grades are recorded in the gradebook. Now, the Wiki I thought was pretty cool. Enables participants to add and edit a collection of web pages, just like you and I when we have our own Wiki space or PBWiki or whatever wiki we use or have used. A history of the previous versions is very helpful. This would be helpful for grown-ups too, because in the course practice area, when we started doing things, sometimes things kind of disappeared. Would be nice if it had this wiki issue right there. It just makes it possible for you to look and see what people have done before. Tutorial booking. You can set up times. Okay, so it's like a calendar appointment center. Task chain, I read about this. I think I've used it before. Distribute interactive learning materials to the students. I love surveys. They're pretty self-explanatory. These survey tools are pre-populated with questions. Teachers who want to create their own survey should use the feedback activity module. Okay, that's good to know. Sudoku, that's self-explanatory. Student folder, so is that. Social wiki. Wonder how that's different from a regular wiki. Participants to add and edit a collection of web pages. A new wiki page is created for every edit someone makes to a page. Pages only exist while someone likes it. If a page has 0 likes, it is deleted. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Participants can follow each other and like pages so that search results are specially tailored for each participant. Well, that'd be interesting to try out. I have to see how that goes. Snakes and ladders, that's pretty self-explanatory. Skype, if you like Skype and you're into it, there it is. There's a SCORM package. I was talking about that earlier. Oops. Okay. Score and package a collection of files that are packaged according to agreed standard, so they're ready to use on the Moodle. It's like having your own content of the class brought in. There's currently no help associated with this resource. Okay, so don't use Skype. Scheduler. The scheduler activity is for appointments. Re-engagement. No help for that one at the moment. Reader. The reader module allows teachers to set reading goals for students and allow students to demonstrate that they have achieved those specific reading goals. I like that. Now, you saw that re-engagement and Skype were not associated. There wasn't any help yet. Remember, we've just changed to a brand new level of Moodle. So some of these activities will have to be updated or brought into a different manner. There's a read aloud. Assist teachers in evaluating their students' reading fluency. That's really good. And you can use your Poodle. There's another place to use your Poodle. Students read a passage set by the teacher into a microphone. Later, the teacher can mark words as incorrect and get the student's word correct per minute scores. So they probably have their own kind of like little microphone in the activity already. Quiz, self-explanatory. Questionnaires, self-explanatory. Portfolio. This portfolio would be very helpful. Podcasts, I think kids would really like that. Make their own little episodes. Well, and adults probably would like it too. Organizer. Make appointments with students by creating time slots with I like this. We used to do this for teacher-parent. We did it for parent-teacher conferences. Actually, parent-student-teacher conferences. The one place where we had the most successful conferences was when the students came with the parents and explained what it was that they were doing and looked at their files and went through that with them. So this is kind of appointment book that we used. Millionaire. That's a pretty cool, I don't know whether it's really a game or an activity so much. Lesson. Enables the teacher to deliver content and practice activities in an interesting, flexible way. This journal is very good. I like it. The interactive content. Enables you to create interactive content such as videos, question sets, drag and drop questions, multiple choice questions, presentations, much more. You know, I don't know how popular web quests are anymore, but I think this would be really awesome for kids to use and teachers to develop a web quest. The web quests are really awesome, and there's so many good things about them that I think it'd be really cool. Hot Pot is a great game. You know, a single Hot Pot activity consists of an optional entry page, a single e-learning exercise, and an optional exit page. The e-learning exercise may be static web page or an interactive web page. So it can handle exercises that are created in these authoring softwares. Hot Potatoes version 6. Kedoke, Xerti, iSpring, any HTML editor. Well, that makes it pretty flexible. Hot Question. You can post and vote questions so that teachers know what they are expecting. Hidden Pictures. I like those. Hangman. Pretty self-explanatory. I think we've probably all been doing that since we were little kids. Group self-selection. You know, if you had worked with a group for a while and they were doing pretty well and you didn't have issues, you could probably use groups self-selection pretty well. Group choice allows students to enroll themselves in a group within a course. Teacher can select which groups the students can choose from and the maximum number of students allowed in each group, which is something like what we did. Glossary, self-explanatory, and very easy to use. Hey, there they are, the forums. Do not forget to put those in your course and make sure that they are available for them to do support, and I put in a help desk too. They're both very, very important, and there should be support for each I don't know, week, activity, whatever. But each new grouping of a page of a course should have some type of support forum. Feedback. Okay, this is to create a custom survey for collecting feedback from participants using a variety. So, sounds kind of like Google Forms. But you have it right here on your Moodle. Fair allocation. So participants can rate the choices that you have defined for them. They can help then distribute automatically to available choices according to their ratings. So this is a way to group kids too. I kind of like this one because at least they've got more of a choice. If they don't get their first choice, they know that they've got a couple more they like. External tool. The tool provider supports LTI, learning tools interoperability is required. They can create an external tool activity, external activity, a URL. So this one looks like it'd be interesting, but it's going to take a little time for me to go through. I will have to admit I've not tried it. The e-voting is cool, and of course the database is awesome. That's pretty much the whole core of it. So, if you want to pick an activities that you think that will be good for your students, whether they be young or old, I think that these are some awesome choices. Thank you very much. My name is Cheryl McCoy, and I'm in Moodle MOOC 10. My YouTube channel is Into Teaching Everyone, and I'd appreciate a like or a thumbs up from you.